Hi, it's hot.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Larry Love. We're gonna review the Appetite for Destruction album. We're gonna give our review on it. Broke down song by song. Little facts about the album. It was released July 21st, 1987. Best-selling debut of all time. Has sold 30 million copies worldwide. Has produced by Mike Clink. I mean, it's a kick-ass album. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
And the original copy too. It was censored, but yeah. So they had to go a little milder with the cross and the skulls.
Would you say it's best-selling debut? I mean, do you think it's best debut all time?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. It's hard to beat. But we're gonna break it down song by song. First song's "Welcome to the Jungle," written by Guns N' Roses, of course, and it's supposed to be about Axl Rose landing from Indiana to New York, and some bum said, "Welcome to the jungle. You're gonna die." And he said it was supposed to be like the concrete jungle. Great opening track. I mean, song slams.
Solid.
I mean, it was a great song to release. I don't think the song really, from what I remember, was released. It didn't really take off much. I mean, what did you think when you first heard "Welcome to the Jungle"?
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, it was a good song, and I mean, it was powerful, and yeah, and just going through the whole album. I mean, it's just a solid from the beginning to the end, all the way to Rocket Queen.
I mean, I remember the video Slash all drunk in front of that building.
Yeah, being the bum.
It's back when MTV still played videos.
Yeah. And you know, this was the first time I'd listened to this album in its entirety for a long time, and still knew what the next song was going to be after the next. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, me and String talked about this over the weekend because I told him I was going to do a video on it. I told him, I said, man, this album is timeless.
Yeah.
I mean, I still enjoy it as much as I did years ago when it came out in '87. I mean, it's still good.
Still raw.
Still hear it all over the radio. Everybody talks about it.
The three main ones: "Welcome to the Jungle," "Sweet Child of Mine," "Paradise City." I mean, you always hear them every day.
Well, now it's been out 31 years. We're getting old.
Yeah, we're teenagers.
Let's move on. Next track. "It's So Easy." Supposedly, Duff brought this song, and I can believe that. It's got a little bit of punk edge to it.
And the shout out to Iggy Pop with "I'm Bored," because that was a Stooges song. So that was kind of cool. It was a little shout out.
And it's got, man, and I guess the only reason they didn't release all this stuff is because, you know, the great swearing language. It's probably does it got the sticker on the front?
No, that was before those days. That was before Tipper Gore got hold of the PMRC.
And ruined all that. But yeah,
Long before presidencies.
I like "It's So Easy." It also said it was co-wrote by some guy named Wes Arkeen. I'm not sure who he is.
I didn't either.
I didn't even do no research on him. I asked Love who he was. He wasn't for sure. But yeah, it's a good solid second song.
It is.
I guess track number 3 is "Night Train."
Alcohol song.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't know a whole lot about that song. I know it's a good track, and it's just typical slamming Guns N' Roses song.
You got cowbell in it, so need more cowbell.
Yeah, but you said there was a lot of cowbell.
There's a lot there. Actually, if you start listening, there's a lot of cowbell on this album.
Yeah, I didn't break it down, but I guess Steven Adler's kind of like Tommy Lee. He's one with the cowbell.
Gotta be one with them.
But all right, we'll go next track, which is "Out to Get Me." It's supposedly supposed to be about when Axl Rose was getting in a lot of trouble when he lived in Indiana before he, I guess, flew to New York, which that was news to me. I just assumed he went straight to...
I thought it was California, too, until he said New York, and I was like, huh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was just like the "Welcome to the Jungle" video where he just stepped off the bus.
And there it was.
But, yeah, that's a pretty awesome song, and I mean, I don't really know how to even talk more about the song. I just know it's awesome.
I'm gonna say I'd asked him. I thought maybe it was with the L.A. Guns with William Tracy and them before the Guns N' Roses, but you said it was Chris Webber is on that one.
No, that's on Down. Anything Goes.
Oh, that's Anything Goes.
Out to Get Me, but there probably was. I mean, they trained with Tracy Guns, and there's a lot of stuff going on before Guns N' Roses actually came together.
To be as one.
But we'll move on to the next track, which is track number 5, which is Mr. Brownstone. Not hard to figure out what that song's about.
Banging.
But I know I did a survey on this album, what everybody thought was their favorite track, and I was surprised that this was the one most people picked. This one got more votes than any of them, which surprised me. But I guess after you've heard the 3 big ones like all
the time.
and over,
and then when that one comes on the radio, you wait to hear the F word, and you're not going to hear it. So
when you start looking for the deep tracks, which that's what metal fans are all about. I mean, once we get past the songs we've heard 100 times, we're
on the
looking
radio.
for, deep tracks and hidden tracks and extra tracks and
dog tracks.
plenty of dog tracks. But yeah, Mr. Brownstone's a good song. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, so we'll go track number 6, which is Paradise City.
Way played. Way played.
Yeah, God, MTV played the hell out of that video. But I was telling Love, I read something, 20 facts you didn't know about Appetite for Destruction, and I thought this was pretty interesting. Slash actually wanted to make the chorus of this song where the girls are fat and they got big titties.
It's just like West Virginia, baby.
But I was like, they decided they probably shouldn't go fat because they didn't figure that'd fly very good, which I don't know. It'd have been funny, but I doubt it would. I doubt it would have got a lot of airplay if they.
It would have changed. It probably wouldn't have been commercialized, or they would have had to censored it and made something else.
No, but I remember, man, that video was on all the time. I mean, it was just a live video. It wasn't even really nothing special.
Starting off black and white, and them setting up, and yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it was played on this big stage, and Axl was running around in this white leather coat.
Yep.
But yeah, that was played a lot. And track number 7, which is My Michelle.
My favorite.
Supposedly they had a friend, the girl's name was Michelle, and she wanted a song wrote about her. Now, if her parents, her mother was what the song was wrote about, or just her, had some issues probably, I guess.
And AFI does a cool cover of it, which, again, with the punk, but that was by the time they became Screamos, so, but their version of it is really good.
Yeah, I listen to that. That is pretty good. He don't get quite up there where Axl gets, but he does the song justice, and the backups in it were incredible.
And yeah, the way they play it, I mean, they play it pretty much to a T.
Yeah,
too. So I mean, it's very, which they do some pretty good covers of bands. Like they do The Cure, and they do Ziggy Stardust, like acoustic. But yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of covers on this stuff though. That might have been the first one I've heard of. I'm surprised as much airplay as this album got, and as popular as it is,
that somebody hasn't recovered it over the years.
I guess
now it's classic rock,
Well, there are songs that you got to pretty much nail them, or you probably go catch a lot of slack.
And My Michelle, AFI did a pretty good job of it, man.
I know when I went and seen them over summer, and everything they played off this was incredible. I think they played every song. If they didn't, they weren't short of playing every song. They had to been close to hitting them all. But track number 8 is Think About You, and looks like Izzy brought this song to the band, and I don't know, I read stuff here lately that said that this song wasn't wrote about a girl, it was wrote about heroin.
Go figure, another one on the album.
Yeah, I figure they must have been pretty big into heroin because a lot of them don't remember doing certain stuff for the album, and
I mean, look how Adler turned out.
Yeah. But it's a shame that Izzy still ain't with them. And yeah. I mean, I think Izzy's kind of like Malcolm Young to Guns N' Roses, as Malcolm Young was
that
to AC/DC.
bluesiness. He brought the bluesiness kind of with him too. So.
Well, and I think he structured a lot of songs. I mean, that all that rhythm that you hear in them songwriting, I believe he was a big part of it.
Yeah, rhythm guitarists. I mean, actually, they hold the line when it comes to playing. So
yeah, they don't get nearly the credit they deserve. But next track, everybody knows this song, "Sweet Child of Mine."
Another one played every day.
Yeah, I remember. God, I think this is probably the first year, my senior year, that song went number 1. And man, it was like when it went number 1, Guns N' Roses went number one.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it took them a little bit to take off because that would have been in '88. That would have been in September of '88. But when they took off, golly, then they done a lot in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But supposedly that intro riff's supposed to be just Slash noodling around all the time, and Axl decided he thought it'd be a good intro for a song, and hell's became one of the biggest intros ever.
And the guitar solo is one of the toughest, so it's it's a solid song all the way through, from intro to the end of it.
Yeah, I would put Slash as one of my top 5 guitars.
He's up there. I mean, I'll give Slash that.
I mean, and there's another video that, God, MTV played
the hell out of.
You always knew it was coming on because we were plugging that,
Mm-hmm.
plugging into his guitar,
Yeah.
and you'd hear that humming feedback, and you knew what was coming on. All right, so next song we're gonna go to is "You're Crazy." Don't really have a lot of info on that. You got
No,
anything
but I
to
like
say
it.
about it?
No, not really, but I like it. I mean,
I like it. Yeah, I like the acoustic version they done on Lives after this, but it's not as good
as this one.
Yeah,
And I listened to that one almost as much as I did my Michelle, and after I'd listened to the whole album all the way through.
You're Crazy.
Yeah. Well, that and Anything Goes. The last 3 songs.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'd skip Sweet Child of Mine, but
well, this is one of them albums. I mean, that the second side, we're talking cassettes or
tapes,
albums.
Yeah, albums.
But the second half of it's
Just as solid as the first.
I mean, it never,
from beginning to the end.
It never loses no speed.
Right.
I mean, never. When Think About You is probably the least, I would say probably the least popular song, and that's still a great song.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, You're Crazy. I like it. I like it way better than the acoustic version. So we'll go track number 11, which is these last 2 songs are kick ass.
Anything Goes Tonight.
Yeah, Anything Goes supposedly was wrote by Guns N' Roses and some guy named Chris Webber,
There's the Chris Webber.
which I'm not sure who that is. I know Love was asking me about this song, what his thoughts were on this song, about the LA Guns.
No, actually, I thought it was Out to Get Me was the LA Guns one.
Oh. Yeah, because Anything Goes, I mean, I like the intro. It's got that little, I don't know what the hell Slash is doing. It sounds like he's doing some kind of pick slide. But the intro is just pretty awesome on that song. But, so we'll go to track number 12, which is my favorite song on the album, which is pretty odd that the very last track
The closer.
would be the best song on the album. But Rocket Queen, I mean, is just classic. It's good. Man, we talked yesterday, that breakdown
Mm-hmm.
is just killer. I mean, when the song changes up and...
Yeah, that changed about halfway through. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, supposedly, Steven Adler's girlfriend's the one that's supposed to be getting screwed during the breakdown in the song.
Yeah,
is what I've always heard.
he was all smacked up at the moment, or he was out of it, and she was mad and wanted to get revenge, and...
And supposedly Axl was the one that, I guess, got the revenge.
Actually, yeah, I would say she come out of the shitty end of that.
Yeah, well, she'd be known as the Moaning Girl in one of the biggest albums of all time.
Yeah, that's...
So I
She
don't
had to do
know.
Axl to do it, though.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but that's what you're always known for. I mean,
Yeah.
you tell your kids, that's me moaning.
That's
in
me
Rocket
moaning.
Queen.
What'd you do to contribute to life?
But it also said that song was supposedly brought. I mean, Slash, Duff, and Adler wrote that song, but it was supposed to be wrote when they was in a band called Road Crew. It was before.
Axl and
Yeah, it's before Guns N' Roses. I guess Axl and Izzy were doing.
Izzy.
I think it was Hollywood Rose, might have been the name of the band, but it was that was the one with Tracy Guns. And I guess all of them get together, Tracy Guns. I think Slash is a better guitar player than Tracy Guns. Not take nothing away from Tracy Guns,
Oh,
because we was talking about, man, LA Guns' first album's really good. But I think Slash was a better fit for the band.
He was.
and I don't think they done anything wrong. So I mean, you got Welcome to Jungle all the way to Rock the Queen. I mean,
12 solid songs.
yeah. I mean, if this album 5 stars, if that's probably the least it deserves. I mean, I give it 5 star plus 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 plus. I mean,
I'll go with the 5. Yeah, definitely, man. It's raw, it's edgy, it's got a little hints of punk. Pretty much everything you want. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much sums up the whole album in a general.
Yeah, and I mean, this will be known as one of the greatest albums to come out of the 80s of all time. I mean, when we're dead and gone, I mean, kids will still
Be listening to it.
Still be talking about Appetite for Destruction. But,
Man, that classic rock, man. Those 80s, it must have been crazy.
but yeah, I guess we're done talking about this album. I don't know if Love's got any more to say about this album.
No, not really. I mean, it's a good album. I enjoyed it. It was fun going back and re-listening to it. Brought up childhood memories, or not childhood memories, but I guess
Yeah, high school memories.
high school memories and out of high school memories. So
Well, I know
what I can remember.
there's still demand for them though. God, I went to see him last summer. It was 33,000 people. It was sold out show in Hershey, and man, it was incredible. And it was only 3/5 of the lineup, but man, there was a lot of people there still see him. So I mean, that right there tells you that there's still a demand for him.
And now with Axel going with AC/DC,
Yeah, I don't know how that's
I
gonna all
don't
work
know how
out.
that works out either. But
I mean, I don't know if the stuff I heard is good, but it's. I mean,
it's not AC/DC.
yeah, it's only Angus anymore.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he's the only original left. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and sign out here.
Yeah,
Subscribe,
yourselves a good one.
like, all the usual stuff, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do another one. But it was cool having Love on here, hanging out for another video.
Thank you, brother.
We've been doing the friend thing for 30+ years. We're just kind of
Longer than this album.
yeah, we're just trying to experiment, see if anything kind of takes off, and see if we enjoy doing this. But all right, social media, we're out of here. Peace.